She friend-zoned him thinking he'd always be there, and now she can't handle seeing him happy without her. That's the wall hitting in real time. When a man finally moves on and upgrades his life, the regret comes fast. You don't miss him until you realize someone else values what you ignored.
I just got done hanging out with a guy friend for the first time where we both unanimously decided that we will no longer be friends. In my previous video, you'll know that I already don't believe in having guy friends. They sealed the deal for me. Smell this. I'm sure a lot of people will be heated about why we are actually not going to be friends. I guess you'll have to let me know in the comment section. Originally supposed to do a group game night and everybody bailed, so we were just going to go do a game night ourselves. I then asked him if he wanted to go run some errands with me instead. We do the errand stuff. Of course, it's my errands, so I'm really the only one.
I personally never understood the oh no, but we can't date, I don't want to ruin the friendship. Is that not the most ideal situation? Is that you're friends first? The friendship's gonna be ruined if you like each other and you don't do anything about it.
One thing I never understood about women is when you refuse to be in the friend zone and you know it's not going anywhere, and you just ghost them, they get so angry at that for no reason, and to me it's just confusing. Like this one girl I was talking to, we met at a little event and whatnot. I chilled at her place and whatnot, see where things were going. I wasn't looking for a relationship, I was trying to hunch, and she just hit me with the I'm not looking for anything right now, this, that, the other. In my head that's okay, she's just letting me down easy. So a few days go by, I don't text her, but all of a sudden she's texting me back and forth. I'm like, what do you want? You just told me you don't want to be with me. I'm not trying to be with you. And then she keeps saying I'm weird for not talking. I'm like, keep in mind, I've been in the friend zone before. I know what that's like. I've simped, I've done all that. I got that shit out the way. But now it's to a point where my self-respect has to come first. I'm not giving you that celebrity treatment you want. I'm not gonna be your fan just always trying to hear your stories and all that kind of stuff. And it goes for everybody, not just men, it goes for women too. A friend zone is where you see yourself at. It's not where they put you. You choose to be in that position. And what got me out of that friend zone mindset was there is another guy out there who's trying less harder than you, because you're sitting up here going to her crib, not doing nothing, listening to all those stories and talking about, yeah, guys are drinking this, that, other. No, man, that guy who's not doing anything is doing all the stuff you want to do with her. Don't chase something that's faster than you or you can't keep up with, because you're just going to get hurt at the end of the day.
What women notice first on men? Now it's Friday, so we're getting ready to go out. No fucking way. No fucking way. Okay, first things first. The very first thing that a woman will realize on a man is their height. I am so sorry to break it to you, but it is their height. Something about a taller man that you have to look up to. Number two is smell. Hygiene, really. It's honestly, if we can smell you before we get to you and you smell bad, if you smell good in that hug, we will remember that scent. But if you smell like shit, immediate ick, red flag. Number three, your outfit, your style. What in the are you wearing? Okay, if you think you have good style, you probably don't. Ask someone in your circle, not your mother. Ask your sister. Ask a girlfriend, someone that isn't attracted to you. Ask them, because I can guarantee you that it's not as good as you think. We need to elevate this look, okay? So we're coming in with Anastasia Soft Glam. And last but not least, your confidence, how you present yourself, your voice, your gestures, everything. Are you holding strong eye contact? Are you putting her in her feminine energy? Okay, because I have a secret for you. Listen, you should be. Okay, she needs to feel safe, she needs to feel little, she needs to feel like you are taking care of her. Okay, that is what a woman wants. Go be the one women notice, and go be the one that they look back at to see again.
Women say we want provider men. That doesn't always mean money, and you don't need to be rich to be a provider. We want men that provide solutions, or at least I do. When I think about my best two relationships where I felt the most safe, the most cared for, the most supported, it was men that were problem solvers. They always provided solutions. I knew I could go to them with anything, any type of problem. They would always help provide a solution. They would always help work through it. And that has nothing to do with money.
Ladies, please date a high value man. Someone who has character, who is kind, who is generous, who respects you, who has integrity, who has self-control, who has moral values. Just because a man has money doesn't mean he is a high value man. Doesn't mean that he is good. Please, please, please aim to date men who have qualities of high value men. Okay? Okay.
She's now begging women to date a high-value man. A man with character, kindness, generosity, integrity, respect, self-control, and moral values. But here's the issue. These are the men they've spent years ignoring. For years, Good men have been cast aside for the excitement of toxic relationships, the thrill of chasing emotionally unavailable men, and the appeal of those who bring drama rather than stability. Now, when the consequences of those choices start to set in, suddenly there's a realization that a man with values and integrity is worth having. But where was this mindset before? Women claim they want respect and self-control in a man, yet they consistently prioritize men who show them neither. They say they want kindness and generosity, yet they call men who express.
It's not possible for two people to like each other exactly the same amount, which means that one person must always like the other person more, and the other person must like the other person less. These things change. They generally don't change like this, but the gap can go up and down. One person is generally the adorer, and the other person is the adored. The person up here on the pedestal is the adored. Now, there are pros and cons to both of these positions. It's not like one is better than the other. And in fact, most people, contrary to popular belief, want to be here. They want to be the adorer, because the adorer gets to be with the one they love. And there's no greater victory in popular culture than that. And when you're with the one that you love, you get to experience the panoply of human emotions that comes with that. And not even all the good ones. Like, the adorer is the one who gets to have the emotional experience. On the other hand, the adored gets to be loved by the one that they're with, not merely as emotionally compelling a situation. While most people want the emotional component of a relationship, in my experience, it's more important for the woman to have that than the man. It's been said that you can make a woman feel anything except bored, and I think that there's some truth to that. And if a man insists that he is going to put the woman on the pedestal, it robs her of the opportunity to be the adorer. If he's looking up at her, that she's looking down at him. And that's not what women want. No little girl grows up dreaming, well, one day I want a guy that I can look down on.
Man, Buddy explained that perfectly, guys. He explained that perfectly, and I've said this not as eloquently as he just described it, which he made some awesome points other than what I typically say, how it works. But the fact of the matter is, women want that emotional experience. They want that emotional variety. They want that emotional roller coaster, and they can't get that, as he said, being up here. It's just like a celebrity. You know, as a fan, you get to be around a celebrity, you go through a whole slew of emotions, fanning out and all this stuff, as they say, being a fanboy, fangirl, fanning out. But that celebrity is just like you, just any other person. Sign an autograph, send your ass on the way. But you going through all these different emotions, which is crazy. But that's what women crave. That's what women desire. And women know this. When you say it to them, oh, no, 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 no. Then when you actually explain it, they're like, yeah, that's right. And I've explained this to a few women having conversations. They're like, you're absolutely right. A woman has to be more into the man than vice versa, because the polarity is just not going to work. And she hates the fact that she feels that way, but she loves it at the same time. This is how messed up women are. And people will be like, well, why can't it be 50-50, JR? Because it can't. He just described it, because it can't. No girl wants to grow up and say, I'm looking down on my Prince Charming. I'm looking down on him. I'm up here. Women say they want to feel that way, but women like to get smutted out by a dude that don't even got two nickels to rub together. Trust me. And she's thinking about him more often than you, the one that's buying her flowers, that's taking her everywhere that she wants to go, that's doing all these incredible things for her. She really desires to be with that guy who does all those things to her. Trust me. I'm telling you guys, I know. So to get to experience that, how he, which was, I think was cool the way he described it, the adorer versus the adoree, whatever you want to call it, the adored versus the adorer. You know, that thing, as he says, he said he doesn't think one is better than the other. But just the fact of the matter of the person who's adoring this person, they get to experience all those things, right? The woman gets to feel all of that. Not that the man doesn't, not that the man isn't into the woman, because the fact that you know as a man that this woman is into you is enough. I know that this woman's into me, so that can keep me in a place where I'm just not crashing out and doing all these other things for the dudes who don't have their emotions in check or trying to prove something to a woman. That puts you in a place of where you should be at, where you should reside. as a king. But I got another video. I think I played this in the past. It's by Goldie, where he sums it up in terms of the treatment, how you treat people, but specifically with women. Let's get into that video. Let's go.
Choose who's choosing you. They end up being in relationships with women who don't really like them, right? And if a woman doesn't really like you, it comes out in all these ways. That's why your relationship's never gonna work. You started wrong. She don't really like you. You had to chase her to get her. So if you had to chase her to get her, how you start is how you finish. It's never gonna end. How can you chase a woman, which means you're following her, then get with her and tell her, all right, I'm the man. I'm gonna lead now. It's not gonna work like that. She has to be coming to you from the beginning for it to be that type of mutual respect. So if a man feels like the woman is more valuable, even if she isn't, if he feels like that, then that's what it is. The reason that woman is always doing that thing you don't like, it's because she don't really like you like that. Because a woman who really likes you and loves you, tell her to stop talking, she gonna stop. When you tell her you don't like something, she stops. When you tell her you do like something, you ain't gotta tell her every single day, I want my back rub. A woman who really likes you, she gonna know what she likes and she gonna want to do it. The only reason that she's not gonna do it, she don't really like you like that. You're with a woman you don't really like because you chased her because you thought she was more valuable to you.
Shout out the game god Goldie again. Absolutely right. Things just work a lot more smoothly. She's more cooperative. You got a woman that feels like you're less than her. She's going to show it. She's going to test you. She's going to show it. And she's going to hate the fact that she's dealing with you and you're steady chasing her and doing all this stuff like that. It's going to turn her off. Women don't want that, man. Women don't want that. Women don't even want to equal. They say they want to equal. But that's just what it is, fellas. Then because she doesn't really like you, it eventually is going to turn her off. That's why and I'm not talking about, because a lot of people get confused whenever I do videos like this, and they'll be like, well, JR, why can't it be 50-50 and you expect me to chase a man? I'm not talking about in the beginning. The man is going to approach you. The man's going to put his bid in. He's going to shoot his shot and show his interest. And that's in the beginning of the pursuit. But over time, there has to be a change of the guard, right? But things have to go a different way for it to be, because that's just how, and some women understand it, but women will basically try to deny it. But some women will understand it when you explain it to them, but some women just can't explain how they feel, why they're turned off by this guy, why this guy is just like, ugh. Even though in the beginning, men aren't like that with women. You know what I'm saying? Only time we're like that is after, post-nut clarity. But that's just temporary. That's just a temporary thing. Women are just like, ugh. And they don't know why. But that's the reason why. And that's just the way you're wired. Is it the best thing? That's just the way things are. That's the way the Almighty designed you. That's the way he designed men. Our feelings aren't fickle like women when it comes to things like this. But women just, deuces, I'm out of here. They don't give a F. Women are going with the wind, bro. I'm telling you, man. Anyway, guys, I think that this was definitely interesting. Right up my alley, man. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next videos that's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm the best.